This terrifying incident unfolded just after 2 p.m. local time on February 17, 2025. Delta Airlines flight DL-4819, a CRJ-900 aircraft, was on its final approach to Toronto after a routine trip from Minneapolis, carrying 76 passengers and 4 crew members. As the plane prepared to land, the pilots appeared to execute a standard crab maneuver, angling the aircraft into the wind before straightening it onto the runway at the last second. But the moment the wheels touched down, something went terribly wrong. The plane made a hard landing, possibly hitting the ground unevenly, which may have caused the landing gear to collapse. Within seconds, the right wing struck the runway, sending the plane skidding out of control before flipping over. The fuselage came to a stop upside down, just off the right side of the runway, now facing the opposite direction. In the chaos, part of the aircraft caught fire and emergency crews raced to extinguish the fire. Miraculously, all 80 people on board survived.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down. Fire department's on site.
On the afternoon of February 1st, 2025 at around 2:56 p.m., CCTV cameras captured a shocking moment outside a home in Medellin, Colombia. A man was tending to his flower bed, carefully trimming the bushes, completely unaware of the danger racing toward him. In an instant, a car unexpectedly swerved off the road, coming dangerously close to a pedestrian. The sudden collision left him severely injured. Neighbors sprang into action, pulling him from the wreckage as they worked to clear the crashed vehicle. Emergency crews arrived swiftly, stabilizing him before rushing him to the hospital. Medical teams later confirmed serious injuries, but thankfully, he made a remarkable recovery. As for the driver, it's still unclear if they were arrested, but police have confirmed that an investigation is underway.
Oh, there's something on it. I think we got a garfish, dude. Be careful, Evan. Oh my God! That's a big ass gator, buddy. That is a big gator. Oh.
This terrifying encounter took place on April 8, 2016, at Lake Fosse Point State Park in Louisiana. Lance Burgos and his 11-year-old daughter, Evan, were on a weekend camping trip when something unusual caught their attention. A yellow jug line drifted through the water, and Evan, curious about what was on the other end, urged her father to check. Expecting a catfish or gar, Burgos reassured her they'd reel it in later. But what surfaced was far more shocking. As Burgos paddled toward the float, he grabbed the line, convinced he had a big catch. Evan leaned in eagerly until her father quickly warned her to stay back. She pulled away just in time. Then, without warning, a massive alligator erupted from the water, jaws wide open. Panicked, Burgos dropped the line and frantically paddled away. Despite the heart-pounding scare, they spent the next 2 hours exploring the lake, though with a bit more caution. Malaysian tourist Farah Putri Mulyani set out for a day of adventure at Sri Lanka's Dialuma waterfall with her daughter, expecting nothing more than a fun-filled exploration. But in an instant, the trip took a terrifying turn, putting her at the center of a life-or-death situation.
Going after my injury at the feet. Why?
Okay. Oh, man.
The incident happened in February 2025, while Mulyani was recording a vlog at Dialuma Waterfall. In the middle of filming, a man had unknowingly drifted into deep waters and was desperately trying to stay afloat. His panicked friends screamed for help, but before anyone could react, Mulyani sprang into action. Footage captures the dramatic moment she dove in, racing toward the drowning man. With immense effort, she pulled him to safety, where his shaken but grateful friends helped him away from the water. Later, Miss Mulyani shared the video on social media, recounting the terrifying experience and warning others about the hidden dangers of waterfalls. That day, her quick thinking and bravery saved a life.
Oh God. Yes, I'm good. It's just that he was pulling me down. I just saved someone's life. Someone was drowning.
On April 2nd, 1988, 35-year-old Ivan Lester McGuire set out for what should have been a routine skydiving session at the Franklin County Sports Parachute Center in North Carolina. His task was to film a student and instructor performing a tandem skydive, something he had done countless times before. But this time, something went terribly wrong. McGuire, a seasoned skydiver from Durham, North Carolina, had over 800 jumps to his name. As a volunteer at the Parachute Center, he frequently filmed first-time jumpers mid-dive. That day, he had already completed 2 jumps. During his second, a colleague stopped him just before he leaped, without a parachute. Brushing it off as a lapse in focus, he geared up for his 3rd jump, ready to record a tandem skydive. He boarded a twin-engine Beech D-18 with 11 others, including the center's owner. His helmet camera, voice-activated and set to capture the descent, was rolling. McGuire was the first to jump, followed closely by the tandem pair. He successfully filmed their dive and parachute deployment, but when it was time to pull his own ripcord, he made a horrifying realization. He wasn't wearing a parachute. Investigators ruled out foul play or suicide, and toxicology reports found nothing unusual. How an experienced skydiver overlooked such a crucial step remains a tragic mystery.
Petite traversée, ouais, ça a été rempli.
Oh putain!
Voilà, ça a
Oh putain, merde!
Vite.
Oh là là! Oh merde!
Ah putain, là, ça craint, là.
Oh putain!
Voilà.
Oh mec!
Oh putain, bah là, ça craint.
Oh merde, putain de merde.
What you just saw wasn't just rock and ice tumbling down that avalanche, it was a person. One of 4 Norwegian skiers swept away in a deadly wall of snow in the French Alps. The group of 7 was skiing off-piste in Valsinis, near the Italian border. Despite wearing avalanche beacons, the sheer force of the slide left little chance for escape. Rescue teams rushed in, but for some, it was already too late. 3 skiers were located unresponsive, and a 4th was transported to a hospital for urgent medical care, but sadly did not recover. Fortunately, 3 others managed to make it out safely. Just days later, another avalanche struck near Chamonix, resulting in a critical situation. Emergency responders worked tirelessly, but multiple lives were impacted in these backcountry avalanches. For the bonus video, we have a jaw-dropping moment from Turkey, captured by a stunned passerby who could only watch in disbelief. Take a look. This footage shows the terrifying moment the road simply crumbles under the force of the floodwaters. This happened in June 2023, after days of relentless rainfall triggered a catastrophic road collapse near the Darkabesha Tunnel in Ordu. The heavy downpour caused the Chilean stream to overflow, overwhelming the culverts beneath the Black Sea Mediterranean road. With the ground unable to hold, an entire section of the roadway was swallowed, leaving a massive gap and stranding vehicles on both sides. Thankfully, no casualties were reported.